So again, let's continue. So what's the how is the relationship long? How it what's the secret?
To make the time stand still. No, this is a strange comment to say the very least. I don't know. It's just the willingness to go on, you know, and do the best, you know, to make sure that your partner, you know, I keep saying it's not a one-way street, you know. If it was a total one-way street, that would never work. That's the simple only secret, you know, that I can even relate to.
Ate, what's your advice to those foreigner and Filipina that already married, who are still working on it, you know, like you got already 35 years together. So what's your advice to them?
They have to be more open to the fact that they're dealing with a foreigner totally different from our own culture, and understanding that, I think you get to understand him and understand you as a Filipina and move on. And sometimes you have to be either in between, in the middle of the road to meet. Well, somebody has to give in. So that's how we work. And sometimes if it doesn't work, well, one will have to either separate themselves and think about it and just be quiet for a while. Suck it up and try again.
What's your advice to those Filipina that's still longing, that's still looking for a foreigner?
Just be careful, because some are just after your money. They are not faithful at all. They think that the foreigner is their ticket to get rich. It's better if you date somebody, don't care about their money, just who they are.
Now, we made it, and I am so happy, you know, and this goes both ways nowadays, absolutely.
When we were dating for 2 months, he was driving this old dilapidated Volkswagen
Rabbit, there was no money.
I didn't care. It did work.
Thank you, Dong. Pasensya na, Dong. Salamat.
No, but honesty, you know, straightforward.
How are you, Julio?
Yeah. Ayaw na kaya? Ayaw na ka?
Oh, trabaho ko dito mo ha.
Oh.
Kanang sa kuglang huyugma.
Oh.
Ngadto na niya ko. Hey, para na ko ipapalit sa tanay.
Sige ya.
I remember when we were just newly married, our television was so small. Was that 12?
12 or 14 inches, and everybody else had video recorders and all kinds of things, you know.
And we would just set that thing on a little chair, and we would sit on the floor and watch that little thing.
No, we would live, almost want to say, semi-poor.
We were just starting.
And saying, and it was okay for us. This is why I know this is okay for us. And then we were committed to make it. And it was so rewarding, you know.
We end up with 2 boys.
Yeah. So 10 years apart.
What? Oh, the boys are 10 years apart.
Yeah.
So did you ever reach a point where you felt like giving up?
Raising the 2 boys as a mother for me?
No, as husband and wife.
No. Because I was more willing to give in for myself to raise a family, especially no relatives to help you Nanay, can you watch my boys? There is no such thing. Either you're sick or you're well. You get up early, get things done, and get them ready. He gets up very early to go to work. If he leaves at 4, I'll be up at 3 getting his lunch or his baon ready and packed. So that way he's got food. And he comes home in the evening and I'm stuck with the boys.
We had nobody to help, you know, for
Let
the
me put
longest
it.
time.
Let me put it another way. Did you ever regret that you had married?
No.
What was the question exactly?
Did you ever regret?
No, never, ever, and never forever. No, not at one point, ever. No, and I mean, it went up, we got better, then I had a different job. I was even sent over to Germany because they made all this stuff for the semiconductor industry. I took my family with us, you know, all the time, and we stayed there. No, it was so rewarding. Every moment of my life, of my married life, you know, there's nothing that could even come close to giving me.
So out of that 35 years, is there a point that you've been fall out of love?
No,
No, so you love each other. Oh,
never.
We might fight, but we're still on.
sorry, I didn't
We
hear.
might fight, arguing.
Our argument, you got an
Yeah,
argument,
but that is just-
disagreement,
Yeah.
spices.
That is
No,
just the
not-
spices of life.
No, there's no real fight, you know. There are different opinions,
Yeah, arguing.
of course.
That's all.
Then if I feel that strong, you have to say, okay, I take the responsibility personally for what's happening now.
Because now in this generation, what do you call that?
Oh, this
in
is so messed up.
In the generations, a small fight, it broke up, right? Because you know the different mindset, you know, compared to before. So what is your advice to that?
That's why when we got married, I waited 4 years to have kids. And by that time, I knew it's gonna work. Because I did not want to drag my kids into a relationship and then grow up without a father, broken family.
And you couldn't, because I would never let go of my children and my family. We have very strong bond.
So among the two of you, who do you think is the one that making the relationship work? Contributed more?
That's a
You know?
that's a
Because I'm
loaded.
sure-
I understand. I call it a loaded question.
Yeah.
So ask me another one.
So
He
who do you
earned a lot
think?
of money and I did the frugality and budgeting it to make sure it lasts.
See, when you see that your partner is so much understanding of you and on the same line, say, okay, we're sacrificing because of work. I had to travel for the longest time, every week, some other place in the country, and not just next town, in the country. You know, and on the weekend I have to sit down and write my reports and make ready what am I doing Monday, what airport I have to go to or where do I have to drive to.
Yeah.
So, and when you see there is actually reward, you know, because we are doing better. Oh, we can buy a house. Hallelujah.
I don't think you would see a Filipina washing their husband's car to get him ready to work and even polishing his shoes.
No.
And I have to understand,
So in other words, Ate has a lot of sacrifice in order the relationship work.
Yeah.
yeah, but the point is, she sees the result, you know, because if we both try to run off in different directions, no, that I wouldn't be part of. I was extremely happy in having what I call a strong backbone at home, and that's she or
To the
her.
point
her.
that I was very happy if I get 4 hours of sleep just to get all the things I need to do.
Oh.
And then for now that the kids are grown up, I'm walking around inside my house in the middle of the night because I've slept 3 hours already. What am I supposed to do now?
No, the most exciting thing in a dream would be if the both of you could visit us. We have an extra place to stay and really get an inside look what makes a tick. It's so fantastic. I mean, I call this the best time of my life ever, being married to my sweetheart. She's not only my sweetheart, I call her darling, my love.
After a few old relationship with him,
Yeah.
so he better not let go.
And everything else. But most of us ain't.
So you came from a failed relationship before?
Yeah, I mean, when we were married, what was it? I'm in my 30s, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, yeah. This was not my first rodeo, as they say, right? I'm used to
Ah, okay.
figure of language, speech.
You're very lucky, you know. You're very lucky to find your sweetheart.
You mean,
Okay.
I was
you
so
mean,
broke
Mm.
you,
because the